Good day, my friends. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? I hope you said great. I'm doing great. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Daze with Jordan the Lion, it begins right now. I accidentally happened upon this place, Itty Bitty Children's City. I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of like a little fun land for kids. But I saw it off the freeway. I was like, what the heck? Look at this. And I thought we're gonna have kind of a kids fun day today talking about Popeye. And when I saw this, I said, wow, somebody in the area might not know about this and want to come see it. Itty Bitty Children's City. Now it looks like even in that red barn, there's some stuff going on. All right, let's hit the road. Because whatever it is, it's not open today. We're rocking and rolling again today, aren't we, Jaw? So our travels today will be taking us south of St. Louis to a town that has been basically completely taken over by Popeye for good reason. This is crazy. The town of Redbud makes me think of Funny Farm with Chevy Chase. I love that movie. Hi Redbud, goodbye Redbud. How you doing, Chief? I've made it to the town of Ruma and look what I found. By golly, a freaking payphone with a phone in it. So either Superman lives in this town or we went back in time. Look at this. How crazy is that? No dial tone. No dial tone. I guess we won't be reaching out and touching anyone today. Although, who knows, maybe George Carlin and Bill and Ted will take off on an adventure in this sucker. Let's hit the road. That away. Well, we have made it. We have made it to the town of Chester. And the reason that Popeye is taken over is because, as you can see, this is the home of Popeye. Let's go explore this. They actually have statues of all the characters all over town. I don't know if this maybe used to be a museum or what it is, but they have an old faded tourist information sign over here. Chester, Illinois. Huh. Blow me down. So we actually made it. It's right on the border of Illinois and Missouri. They have a welcome center here to Chester. And you can actually see the bridge right over there that takes you over to, I think that's Missouri. So the reason that we came over to the Welcome Center is the first statue we're gonna see today is of Popeye. Now, the reason this is the hometown of Popeye is because apparently one of the residents here named Frank Feigl strongly resembled Popeye when it came out. And so they believe that this was the tribute to Frank as being Popeye. So you can see here, it's erected in tribute to Elsie Chrysler Segar. Born in Chester, Illinois, Mr. Segar created Popeye from his recollection of Frank Rocky Feigl, January 27th, 1868 to March 24th, 1947. Local scrapper, Popeye first appeared in the cast of Thimble Theater, January 17th, 1929. William Windy Bill Shoeshirt, March 18th, 1857 to February 20th, 1941. Chester Opera House owner and Mr. Segar's benefactor appeared as Wimpy the Hamburger Fiend. Very cool. Very cool. And not only that history, but as you are here at the Welcome Center, they also have a mention of the Lewis and Clark expedition. And you can do a little photo right here with Lewis and Clark. And it says on November 27th, 1803, Meriwether Lewis, William Clark and their party camped on Horse Island, just opposite this place at the confluence of Kaskaskia and Mississippi rivers. The next morning, Lewis left them to travel by land. Clark and the men pushed on to Kaskaskia via the Mississippi River. They would have made their way over to that island. And there's Frank. All right, let's go find some more statues. Some of these, I looked them up online. Some of the names are like kind of news to me because I didn't grow up reading the Popeye comic or anything, or the strips. I knew the TV cartoon and then the movie, and some of the characters like Hamgravy and people like that were introduced in the movie to me, the Robin Williams movie. By the way, what a coincidence. Was his, I believe it was his first major motion picture starring in a movie ever, was his version of Popeye, which I still like, and I got to go visit Malta where they filmed it. They still have the set there. I still think that movie is really great and just kind of interesting, and I was always kind of terrified by it as a kid, that whole octopus scene at the end. The music from the Popeye movie was awesome. It was all Harry Nilsson. Can't beat that. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. So right here, directly across from the Randolph County Courthouse, you have two statues, one here and one over there. Right here, of course, lovable Olive Oyl and Sweet Pea. So connected to their site, they give a little bit of information about each character. This one says, Olive Oyl first debuted in 1919. She's Popeye's lanky love who is easily smitten with her sailorman. She's impressed by anyone with education and etiquette. She was modeled after Dora Pascal, a lean local storekeeper who tended to a store located on the corner where the statue now stands. Then there's Sweet Pea, right up there, her little baby. First appeared in 1933. Number of questions about who he is and where he came from. Not the offspring of Popeye and Olive Oyl, of course. They said that the author contributed to the confusion by giving Sweet Pea first two backgrounds. He said, one was that he was sent to Popeye by express for safekeeping, and later he was left on Popeye's doorstep because his father had been killed and he had been made the Crown Prince of Demonia. Interesting. Sweet Pea was originally a term of affection used by Popeye before the baby came along in the cartoons. And then this little guy with them was Jeep. I didn't remember Jeep, but it said, Jeep, Eugene the Jeep is a mysterious animal with magical abilities. The Jeep first appeared March 16, 1936 with only his tail showing. Huh. And then right across from her is Harold Hamgravy. Ham is one of the 4 characters to be introduced in the first published Thimble Theater cartoon on December 19th, 1919. He became an on-again, off-again boyfriend of Olive Oyl and was quickly written out of the script once Popeye arrived on the scene. Huh. Sorry about your luck, Harold Hamgravy. Then it looks like our trail is going to take us right down this road. Whoever you are living on my windshield, go away! Keep your eyes peeled for any more. I just saw Yosemite Sam, but not a statue. So it's right here in front of the public library. We've got Coal Oyl, introduced in 1919 as Olive Oyl's father. Member of the original Thimble Theater. And look at all the books. He's got his Longfellow here. Nice. I love that this house has the town name on their lawn. Right here they're working on the Popeye mural. Take a look at the little town center. They have a statue here, they have photo ops, they have the characters painted on the wall here. So there's Wimpy enjoying his burger, Olive Oyl, Popeye, little Sweet Pea, Jeep, and of course Bluto. They're actually working on the mural right now. Look at that, Thimble Theater He's got the characters there in the boat. And then a couple more sitting here. And then, so this one of course is one of my all-time favorites. One of my all-time favorite characters from any cartoon or any comic strip, the great Wimpy. Popeye's lovable hamburger mooching associate was inspired by Chester Opera House owner William Windy Bill Shushirt. Nice. Of course, he appeared in 1931. Statue was dedicated in 2006. This is so cool. Statue to Windy Bill, also known as Wimpy. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. You can take the fun pic with all your heads popped through right here. If you want to be part of Bluto's family and Popeye and family. And then right beside the mural, Spinach Can Collectibles. Was there any surprise to that? This place is great. You can get shirts. They have the history of Popeye in town. There's Popeye merchandise of every style and fashion, everything you can think of, all the way down to tea glasses. They sell shirts. They have a museum. This is amazing. Look at those Popeye slippers, Popeye costume, olive oil costume, of course the Popeye sailor hat, and they have the movie poster along with, they said, another 5,000 items that have not been unboxed for the museum yet, so a lot to see here in town. So I bought a magnet in there, and this store was actually the Opera House. So that explains that. We were wondering where it was. It's right here. So we made it over to the next set of statues, and these are apparently Popeye's nephews. We have Popeye, 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 a noisy dog, and Popeye. Says that they first appeared on the Fleischer Studio style sheets in 1939. Now it says even though we never meet Popeye's siblings, the fact that he has nephews suggests that he did have siblings somewhere. And this one is right under the Chester Water Tower with a nice picture of Popeye on it. So this looks like this used to be a pizza place, because this sign up here says Rough House Pizza, not for wimps or wimpies. You know what they mean by that. So here we have Bluto, Popeye's first screen villain, 1933, and Bluto's comic strip debut was in 1932. And then what I forgot was that they changed his name eventually to Brutus. So he was Bluto from, well, basically from the inception until 1957 they changed his name. But of course he was always Popeye's arch nemesis because he was in love with olive oil as well. Generally used his physical brawn to accomplish what he desires, but does at times display some of the ability of tactical planning. But most of the time he just wanted olive oil. So our next character and statue is right here at the Chester Center. Alice the Goon. Look at her. Alice the Goon and child hiding back here. And this says that Alice the Goon and child first appeared in 1933 as the beastly cohort of the evil Sea Hag. Alice the Goon and her child soon became friends with Popeye and fan favorites. I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed that Alice the Goon would become a fan favorite. and child. Now we've made our way to the Cohen complex for the next statue. We are here to see Poopdeck Pappy. First appeared in 1936. This is Popeye's dad. Me fada! Says he's between the age of 85 and 99. He's rough, ornery, and dishonest. He lacks respect for the law and is constantly scheming. In the movie, it was played by Ray Walston. He did an amazing job of playing that character too. Says in one of the plot summaries, he was age 99, he wanted to go out at night. Popeye wants him to sleep. Popeye tries leg irons, but Pappy manages to put them on Popeye and sneak out to a sleazy bar. Is that true, Poopdeck Pappy? That's a lot of spinach. Here it said 1936 King Feature Syndicate instructed L.C. Segar to tone down Popeye's roughness. They feared his popular sailor was too rough for the millions of his young fans. Pappy, Popeye's ornery father, was created to fill the void. Pappy's film debut came in the classic 1938 Fleischer release, Goonland. So don't make Popeye a mean guy, make Poopdeck Pappy a bad guy. Here's another Popeye town sign. So here we are at the municipal building, and take a look. They have a statue here, but they also have Popeye right up there. Well, they love him in this town, don't they? How could you not? I love the town pride here. It says here, King Blozo, or Blozo, is the ruler of Nazalia and counts on Popeye as an advisor. King Blozo is constantly consumed with worry over issues afflicting his kingdom, such as disasters and war. No matter what problem arises, with Popeye's help, order is restored. Well, online on their little QR code right there, that's what it says, but on the back, look where he says he's the ruler of. So here it says King Blozo, ruler of Spinachovia, who debuted in 1931, Thimble Theater comic strip, The Great Rough House War. Oh, and now that I look from a different angle, it's not just Popeye up there, it's Olive Oyl as well. Now this one's interesting. It's Sherlock Holmes, and it's called Sherlock and Segar. L.C. Chrysler Segar, creator of Popeye. Born December 8th, 1894, Chester, Illinois. Acknowledging Segar's compelling interest in the master detective. Fair enough. I was wondering. Actually, I kind of assumed that was the case. I didn't think he took over writing Sherlock Holmes or anything, but interesting. All right, let's go find the rest. There's still more statues to see. So this one is Professor What a Snozzle. Short, bearded, bespectacled man who wears a cap and gown. He's a brilliant scientist and a mad inventor. This was to show Segar's love of science fiction, and amateur engineering was his character. And of course on the back they say Professor O.G. Watsonozzle. L.C. Segar debuted this eccentric inventor and self-described genius on May 8, 1932 by writing him into the popular Sapo comic. Professor became a mainstay in the Popeye comic books in the 1940s. Here we are. Right here in front of Walmart we have the Sea Hag. They have the Sea Hag and Bernard the Vulture. Nice. It says the Sea Hag was created by L.C. Segar in 1929 as part of the Thimble Theater comic strip. She has become one of the principal enemies of Popeye the Sailor. Upon first meeting Popeye, she fell madly in love with him. With the aid of her pet vulture Bernard, she consistently plots against Popeye, who remains uninterested in her romantically. In 2004, actress Kathy Bates performed the voice of the Sea Hag. What's she doing with that flute? Playing him a tune? Like a siren? Now we made it over to Reed's Harvest House Smorgasbord. And we have another one right here. They even made the back of him and everything all the way down to his little checkered pants. Rough House. Segar's hard-working chef debuted on May 24th, 1931. He owns and operates the Rough House Cafe. Since the diner serves hamburgers, Wimpy frequents the beanery in constant search of a free meal and his famous plea, "I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today," with con artistry. How dare you? How dare you accuse Wimpy of being a con man? Guy just wanted a burger and even offered to pay for it on Tuesday if you give it to him today. So right here on the grounds at the manor at Craig Farms, we have one, and this is Nana Oyl, short for Banana Oyl. The matriarch of the Oyl family. She's the wife of Coal Oyl and the mother of Olive Oyl and Castor Oyl. One of the original characters in 1919 Thimble Theater comic strip. She was mainly featured in the newspaper comic. However, in 1934, she also had a cameo appearance in one of the Max Fleischer theatrical cartoons. Olive's mom. They provided me a map. I actually found one online, but they provided me a map at the gift shop. But one of the ingenious things about how they've done this with all these statues, that it takes you all over town, so you actually get to see every edge of town. They did tell me a month from now they're actually putting up a 19th statue. This one brings us to the Memorial Hospital. So here we have Castor Oyl, Olive Oyl's brother. First appeared in 1919 and became a statue here in 2009. He predated Popeye and the Sunday Funnies by almost a decade. It was Castor who introduced Popeye in the Thimble Theater comic strip, only to find his own role subsequently diminished and ultimately eliminated. He wanted to promote Popeye as a prize fighter early in the Thimble Theater cartoons. He needed a sailor for his ship in order to get himself Hamgravy and a lucky wiffle hen to Daze Island to gamble. And there's his lucky hen right there. And then it says right here, Castor Oyl and Bernice the wiffle hen. Castor, Olive's brother, was always a schemer. In 1929 he met Bernice, the magical hen, and planned a boat trip to Daze Island. Very young Popeye was hired to pilot their boat. Elsie Segar, the year before he died, introduced Castor Oyl, the detective. The likeness erected above during Castor Oyl's 90th year. Of course, Castor is kind of the Sherlock Holmes. Got the hat and everything. Now we've made it to the last one we're gonna see today, the Chester Fire Department. Kind of a perfect place for this one. Here we have Popeye's pups. You can see his name's Chester, like the town. You've got little Fido and Snitz. And then look, they put a 100 on his little dog tag for the, of course, 100 years. First appearance in the comic strips, 1916 for Fido, Snitz was 1920, and Chester 1996. They really paid homage to, I don't even know who's left that they could be doing that 19th statue to that's coming out soon. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. This was a lot of moving around the city to find all these, but I had a blast and I hope you did too. Hope it helps you appreciate what some towns go through to make it worth visiting for the tourism and stuff, and just the appreciation of Popeye. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Please hit the like button, please subscribe, and please ring that bell for notifications. We will see you all next time. Have a great night, and goodbye.